7:25 in the morning time on this Saturday morning, October 10th, 2020. It's time now for the Peter Channel Saturday morning news on this Saturday morning, October 10th, 2020. Good morning to you all this lovely Saturday morning, October 10th, 2020. The time is 7:25. Mountain temperature is 62 degrees. Top stories on the Peter Channel Morning News at 7:25 is Joe Biden enters final weeks in commanding position as Trump races pressure stays. Veterans labeled Trump's suggestion that goes off families caused his COVID infection disgusting. Election less than a month away. Trump leans on Barr and prepare for a lift. Delaware man charged in Michigan governor kidnap plot was pardoned by Carney last year. U.S. election 2020 Texas judge blocks postal voting restrictions. We candidates upend bid for state senate control in Minnesota. China is doubling down on the global push for a coronavirus vaccine. Judge rules out gets Texas limits to one of the drop-off sites per county for absentee ballots. Tropical storm Delta brings heavy rain and flood threats to the Tennessee Valley after slamming U.S. Gulf Coast. Pelosi suspects Trump crazy enough to take her stimulus deal. South Carolina Senate debate scrapped after virus test fact. Details of Amy Coney Barrett's Monday confirmation heard released. Armenia and Azerbaijan agree on a ceasefire, Russian Foreign Ministry said. ICU bed capacity at local hospitals as hospitalization skyrocketed in North Dakota. Europe's economic recovery is a summer memory. Kyrgyzstan's political crisis and power vacuum explained. Trump's COVID-19 miracle treatment relied on cells linked to aborted fetus. Twitter set to acquire cloud customer data startup segment for $3.2 billion. McDonald's, Chipotle, and Domino's are feasting during coronavirus while your neighborhood restaurant fasts. Elon Musk sparing red Tesla just did flyby bars. And coronavirus outbreak. Peter, chill, news time, 7:27. Democrat Jake Koch and Republican Jet Li all offered distinct choice for 4th Congressional District. Rent the man pleads guilty to possessing ghost guns on order to serve 18 months. Public weighing in on Attleboro Bears Green New Deal. Burt Buckley remembered up for positive outlook, love for family and friends in Attleboro. Peter, chill news time, 7:27. It's time now for a sports report. CJ Beathard will serve as 49ers number 2 quarterback this week. 5-star wide receiver Lofer Burton just committed to Oklahoma Sooners football and what is becoming a tradition. And game number 5 of the NBA Finals, the Miami Heat keep their season alive as they defeat the Los Angeles Lakers last night in Orlando at Game 5 of the NBA Finals beyond Jimmy Butler's 35 points, 111 and 108. Game 6 will be Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. at Orlando. And in Major League Baseball, the Major League Baseball's version of the Final Four is all set as the Tampa Bay Rays defeat the New York Yankees 2-1. Now the ALCS will be the Tampa Bay Rays and the Houston Astros, and the LCS will be the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Atlanta Braves. Peter Childress time, 7:28. Take a look at the traffic and transit check. Baby! About the MBTA Government Center Park Street owners. There'll be no Green Line service between Park Street and Government Center on the weekend of October 10th, 11th from the start to the end of the service due to maintenance work. So if you're going on the Green Line, you know you're headed towards Boston, get off Boylston Street, and either take the bus or take a walk from Tremont Street, from Boylston Street, all the way out to Government Center. Okay, let's take a look at the computer rail. On Saturday, October 10th and Sunday, October 11th, Fitchburg Line service will be suspended between Porter Square and North Station for Green Line extension work. A free connection to the Red Line will be provided at Porter Square. And the ferries are looking good. Okay, looking at the highways and byways of New England. 24 northbound side, a little bit slow before. 128 in the Canton Randolph area, 128 southbound side, a little bit slow around the Randolph area. 128 a little bit slow around 2A in Lexington, 495 a little bit slow before Route 4 in Chelmsford, but otherwise Boston vicinity looking good. Out in Providence and vicinity looking good, except on 114 a little bit slow in the Portsmouth area, but otherwise Providence and vicinity looking good. Out in the Cape looking good. Out in Central Mass looking good. Western Mass ditto. In Connecticut, it's all looking good, except on Route 60 eastbound side, a little bit slow around the Connecticut-Rhode Island border. And in Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, it's looking good. Peter Channel News Times, 7:31. Time now for weather report. Delta, Dow tropical storm with 45 mile-per-hour winds, minimum set pressure 99 millibars, located 31.8 to the north, 91.8 to the west, moving north-northeast at 16 miles an hour. Water levels will continue to subside today, along with a Louisiana coast. Consult products issued by your local National Weather Service forecast for additional information. Tropical force winds will persist for a few more hours near the path of the Delta Center. Heavy rainfall will lead to flash flooded and minor river flooded across portions of the lower Mississippi and Tennessee valleys. And today and into Southern Appalachian Sunday, minor and major river flooding will continue across portions of Louisiana and Mississippi for much of next week. Meanwhile, closer to home, breezy and unseasonably warm conditions are expected today ahead of a cold front that may bring a few gusty showers and thunderstorms to northwest Massachusetts late this afternoon and evening, and sunny dry weather then returns for Sunday under high pressure as residents of Delta will result in periods of rain development from southwest to northeast on Monday and persisted into the Monday night, along with the cool conditions. The sun showers may continue in the part of the Tuesday, but will be turning a bit milder, mainly dry and pleasant weather is expected Wednesday and Thursday, with perhaps some more showers by Friday. Near term until 6 p.m. this evening, and southwest warm advection regime underway across southern New England early this morning, with intervals of mid to high clouds, tentative pressure gradient between high pressure off the Atlantic coastline and the surface low near the Hudson Bay, and a lot for southwest winds to begin to increase in magnitude over the last couple of hours and spread by a southwest low level jet, which regional Doppler VAT would provide estimated to be around 35-45 knots early this morning. And obviously, warm low level temperatures are expected to affect across southern New England today. The main concern for this portion of the forecast center of the anticipated breezy to gusty wind conditions and the elevated fire weather potential in terms of headlines that exist and wind advisory is expected to include parts of the south coast and eastern Plymouth County, and in addition, with no significant change to the Arctic winds within this forecast, the existing fire weather watch had been converted to a red fire warning across central and eastern sections of the Massachusetts Rhode Island, and an elevated fire weather potential special statement has been issued for the remainder of southern New England. See the fire weather section for more details of the fire weather concerns. And we are looking at nearly full sunshine today with intervals of high clouds at times and very mild start with current temperatures around the mid 50s, low 60s, and Prague 25 millibars, temperatures around 60 to 18 Celsius, and around 12 Celsius to 16 Celsius at 850 millibars. Many areas should have no trouble reaching the mid upper 70s under these conditions, and it's not at the question a few spots could reach 80 given a mile start. And on our wind forecast today, the Hammond GFS continue to Park A. 950 millibar low level jet around 45-50 knots, then mainly around portions of the south coast of across Cape Cod, and overnight and around 30 knots across the interior southern New England, and Hayden will awaken the overnight early American in the early AM inversion and allowed for mixing to begin around mid-morning. But the peak of the strongest winds is set around late morning and the early late afternoon. The Questions on how much of the jet actually mixes down in a wind advisory area. The strongest gusts are expected across Cape Cod and Islands, with gusts that could reach near 50 miles an hour, with some lower but similar peak gusts across the south coast of the parts of Plymouth County, about 40-45 miles an hour. There are some additional areas where added mainly due to potential for some impact to given fully leafed trees. And winds that may have been weakened from recent wind events that fell prudent to remainder of the interior of New England. Peak gusts should drop around 25-35 miles an hour. Lightest across the Connecticut Valley for these areas. It could be best described to be a breezy day, but likely not later any adverse impact. And meanwhile, we will have some moderate developments to our north and west this afternoon with a potential for high shear, low instability, rental severe weather episode across northern New England. There's a strong consistency across convective models of a line of gusty showers and storms across New Hampshire, Vermont, and the north central New York. That's slowly southeast late in the day today. That's running in any storms likely will not make it towards that northern countries until after sundown. We'll have to watch this time and closely about any storms before sunset. Seem low probability prospect. The SPC has a slight risk of a severe weather highlighted across northern New England, and small marginal risk severe weather threat area is highlighted across northwestern Massachusetts, but as mentioned, as the storms would likely be after sundown. More of the fall of this potential below. And we got a red flag warning in effect from 10 a.m. this morning to 8 p.m. this evening for central and eastern Massachusetts, as well as northern and eastern Rhode Island. The National Weather Service in Boston and Norton has issued a red flag warning, which is in effect from 10 a.m. this morning to 8 p.m. this evening. If our weather watch is no longer in effect, and late this morning, in fact, early evening, southwest 15 to 20 miles an hour, have wind gusts between 35 and 45 miles an hour. Strongest of those wind gusts will be toward the Cape and Islands, and relative humidity minimum values will range from 40 to 60% during the afternoon, joining in the 70s during the afternoon. Dry weather and gusty winds will result in critical fire weather conditions, and red fog warning means that critical fire weather conditions are either occurring now or will shortly. Any fire that may spread rapidly and become difficult to extinguish. Okay, let's take a look at the forecast for goals like this. It's going to be for sunny skies for today, high 77 degrees, southwest about 8 to 17 miles an hour, gust 29 miles an hour. For tonight, slight thickening showers between 1 and 2 a.m. Most of the skies got 36 degrees, southwest about 9 to 14 miles an hour, gust 20 miles. Anticipation 20% for Sunday. Most of the skies got 62, low 43 degrees, northward about 8 to 11 miles an hour. For Monday, clubs say rain like May after 2 p.m. Most of the skies got 57, low 50 degrees, and east wind about 6 to 9 miles an hour. Anticipation is 75% for Tuesday, showers mainly before noon. High 68 and a low 52 degrees, and southeast at about 6 miles an hour. Anticipation is 55% for Wednesday. Most of the skies got 70, low 45 degrees. Calm coming west around 6 miles an hour in the afternoon. And for Thursday, skies got 68 and a low 52. Slight southwest wind becoming south 5 to 10 miles an hour in the morning. And for Friday, just the showers, skies got 66 degrees, and west wind about 5 to 7 miles an hour. Anticipation is 30%. Right now, Norton, it's fair skies at 62 degrees. That's going to be for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Saturday morning, October 10th, 2020. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. Hope you have a good morning and goodbye day. Stay safe, be positive, be healthy, be well. I will see you. Hope you have a wonderful day.